Good morning everyone, I'm Miss Hindai and this is Science Equals Fun. Welcome back again to school. If you don't love science, I think with me you're gonna love it. If you do, you're gonna love it more. Have you doing science with me and let's start. In Unit 1 we have Lesson 1, Matter and its characteristics. 2, Lesson 2, Matter construction. 3, Atomic structure of matter. Are you ready? Let's start. Matter and its characteristics. Okay, you may ask yourself what the meaning of matter. Matter is anything around you. The mobile, the book, the table, anything. It's anything that has mass and volume. Okay, what the meaning of mass? When we say that the mass of the ring is 2 grams, this means that the amount of gold in this ring is 2 grams. When we say that this table is 5 kilograms, this means that the amount of wood in this table is 5 kilograms. Okay, this is the meaning of mass. What the meaning of volume? Volume means that this object occupies a space. Okay, we occupy space in the place we are sitting on. Okay, the mobile occupies a space from the table. The book occupies a space from the table as well. What else? So the meaning of volume means that the object occupies a space. So a matter is anything that has mass and volume. Volume means occupies a space. Now we know the meaning of matter. How can we differentiate between matter? Okay, we can differentiate between different matter through physical properties and chemical properties. Instead of properties, we can say characteristics. So we can differentiate between different matter through physical characteristics and chemical characteristics. Physical characteristics like color, taste, and smell, density, melting point, boiling point, hardness, electric conductivity, and thermal conductivity. And we will talk about each one separately. Like chemical properties or chemical characteristics like very active materials, less active materials, and inactive materials. Okay, now let's start with color, taste, and smell. Okay, how can you differentiate between iron, gold, and silver? Take 5 minutes to think. We can differentiate between iron, gold, and silver by colors. So we can differentiate between iron, gold, and silver by color. Now, how can you differentiate between sugar, flour, and salt? We can differentiate between sugar, flour, and salt by taste. Okay, how can you differentiate between perfume and vinegar? We can differentiate between vinegar and perfume by smell. Okay, you have to notice that there are substances that have no color, no smell, and no taste, such as water and oxygen gas. Okay, how can we differentiate between them? We can differentiate between water and gas or anything that has no color, no smell, and no taste by other different characteristics. Now let's move to the next physical property, which is density. As you can see, we have 1 cubic centimeter of wood, 1 cubic centimeter of iron, and 1 cubic centimeter of gold. So all of them, wood, iron, and gold, they have the same volume. We know that 1 cubic centimeter means the volume, because the unit of the volume is cubic centimeter. The unit of the volume is cubic centimeter. So when we say 1 cubic centimeter of wood, we know that we're talking about the volume. So these different substances have the same volume. Okay, let's see. Do they have the same mass? Let's see. 1 cubic centimeter of wood, the mass from 1 cubic centimeter of wood equals half gram. The mass from 1 cubic centimeter of iron is 7.8 gram. The mass from 1 cubic centimeter of gold is 18.9 gram. As you can see, equal volumes of different substances have different masses, and equal masses of different substances have different volumes. Why? Because of their different densities. Because of their different densities. Okay, what's the meaning of density? Density is the mass of a unit volume of a matter, or it is the mass of 1 cubic centimeter of a matter. So, if we think about the law of density, density equals mass over volume. So, density, it is the mass of a unit volume of a matter, or it is the mass of 1 cubic centimeter of a matter. So, if we said that the volume is 1 cubic centimeter, this means that the density equals mass. So, when we say the definition of density, we say that density is the mass of 1 cubic centimeter of a matter. When we need to calculate density, we need to know mass and volume, because density equals mass over volume. The unit of density is gram per cubic centimeter, the unit of mass is gram, the unit of volume is cubic centimeter. Now, are you ready to help me to solve these problems? Okay, let's start. A piece of iron has a volume of 10 cubic centimeter and a mass of 78 grams. Find its density. Density equals mass over volume. So density equals 78 over 10 equals 7.8 gram per cubic centimeter. Another problem. A piece of wood has a density of 0.4 gram per cubic centimeter and a volume of 20 cubic centimeter. Find its mass. Mass equals density multiplied volume. So mass equals 0.4 multiplied 20 equals 8 grams. Another one, calculate the density of a substance whose mass is 35 grams and its volume is 25 cubic centimeter. Density equals mass over volume. Density equals 35 over 25 equals 1.4 gram per cubic centimeter. In an experiment for determining the density of a liquid, the following results are recorded. The mass of an empty cylinder is 75 grams. The mass of the cylinder containing liquid is 135 grams. The volume of a liquid is 100 cubic centimeter. Calculate the density of a liquid. Okay. Mass of a liquid equals 135 minus 75 equals 60 grams. So density equals mass over volume. So 60 over 100 equals 0.6 gram per cubic centimeter. So equals 60 over 60 over 60 over 60 over 100 equals 0.6 gram per cubic centimeter gram per cubic centimeter. The volume of a solid body equals the volume of water with solid body minus the volume of water. So then we get the volume of the body. The mass of an iron piece equals 176 grams. When we put it inside 60 cubic centimeter of water, find density of iron. Okay, we have the mass of the iron volume of the iron piece. Okay, the volume of iron piece equals 80 minus 60 equals 20 cubic centimeter. So we have the volume and the mass of the iron piece. Now the density equals the mass over volume equals 8.8 grams per cubic centimeter. Matter and density. The difference between the density of a subject makes some of them float and others sink. Now we have things that sink and others that float. Things that sink like needle, glass, rock, gold. Things that float like bottle of water, balloon, bowl, etc. Now to compare between the density of some substances, we need water and forming. Steps 1. Fill the bowl with water and put the following substances. 1. A piece of wood. 2. An iron nail. 3. An ice cube. 4. A piece of cork. 5. A piece of wax. 6. Drops of oil. We will observe that some substances float in water while others sink in water. The conclusion is substances that have a density less than the density of water float, and substances that have density more than the density of water sink. Now let's talk about some life applications on density. You may ask yourself why water is not used to extinguish petrol fires, because the density of petrol is less than the density of water. So petrol floats on the water surface. You may ask yourself, why helium and hydrogen balloons rise up in the air? Because the density of hydrogen and helium is less than the density of air. Do you know that the density of a substance is a constant value? The density of natural milk is 1.3 gram per cubic centimeter. This means it doesn't matter how much milk you have, it still have the same density, which is 1.3 gram per cubic centimeter.